I'm Thomas with Believe in the Run.
This is Robbe with Believe in the Run.
And guess what? You missed the first take. We're doing it over. This is second Provision 6 review that we're doing right now.
Yeah. Altra Provision 6 is kind of like their stability shoe. I say kind of because it's not like a real stability shoe.
Do you know who loves stability shoes and is sponsored by Altra?
Who?
Kara Goucher.
Oh, okay.
Like this shoe might be Kara Goucher's shoe.
Yeah, she might have had a lot of input into that.
These shoes remind me of Fred Flintstone feet. I've got narrow feet. I like a narrow shoe. This foot shape that they talk about, it's not my foot shape. So typically, I've had a couple Altras that I enjoy running in, the Torin Plush.
Torin is solid.
So I don't dislike the shoe. I just, when I look down at these, they look like Birkenstock, they look like Fred Flintstone. For those of you who are under the age of Brandon, Fred Flintstone used to be an entire cartoon. Yeah. Now it's just a cereal box.
I mean, the cereal box is pretty solid, I'm not gonna lie.
Cocoa Pebbles or Fruity?
I'm a cocoa guy. I like it when it melts, you know, the milk gets all chocolatey and you get that at the end. It's like a dessert for on dessert.
Chocolate, yum, yum.
Yeah. Although I will say, Cheerios, same amount of sugar as Cocoa Pebbles. If you don't know about Altra, then I'm not sure why you're watching this video, but here's your introduction.
Maybe they're watching to learn about Altra.
Oh yeah, okay. So, little lesson real quick. The whole geometry or design of Altra, I should say, is meant so that when you land, your toes splay naturally, so they're not cramped together in a little box like a Nike shoe or whatever, which honestly, I don't care either way. Some people love the idea that more natural movement, natural footfall. Zero drop shoe, cross the line.
Natural. I don't know if it's all this natural talk, but I do think that the people that love Altras are usually more on the granola side. They're like trail runners that want to run on the road.
Yeah, even like when I used to work in an office job, the people that will wear Altras, they're like kind of hippie-ish.
Yeah, like REI, REI probably sells a ton of
totally
Altra.
REI crap. In the past, we have enjoyed some Altra models, especially their trail shoes and the Torin. So I reviewed this shoe, I think 2 years ago, 2 versions ago. Now that shoe had a lot more cushion in the upper, just a more plush feel overall. STP Sync Plush? Stone Temple Pilots?
Yeah.
So anyways.
I'm trying to think of the words.
I forget.
Wait till tomorrow. That's a different song.
I was never a huge Stone Temple Pilots fan, but...
Oh, I was when it first came out.
Yeah.
The first album, I was like, wow.
This is basically an engineered mesh upper, and it's pretty straightforward. Definitely not as much cushion and plushness as the past versions of the shoe. It does have the supports that we're talking about, which is what Altra calls their, I guess it's their guide rail.
We call it their foot hammock.
Yeah, kind of like these 2 little straps go inside, and then the idea being that if you're, which pronating is it?
Pronating means your ankle would fold in.
Right. So if you're
supinating, it folds out.
Yeah, so if you're pronating, it kind of like pulls you back into place.
You land, this kind of gives you that extra support on the inside and pulls you up instead of having posting. But you can see the midsole does come up and give you a little bit of natural posting on this side.
Yeah, and I will say I did feel that a little bit in the run, similar to the way the Nike and React Infinities have that raised part of the medial. I did feel that a little bit in this shoe as well. I guess we can go down to the midsole, which is Ultra Ego. It's kind of like an EVA blend. Honestly,
I don't know how there can be so many EVA blends that are still proprietary.
I don't know if it's even an EVA blend. It feels like a straight EVA.
Okay.
We'll come back to that. And the outsole is this like pretty thick layer of rubber.
This is probably the most rubber I've seen on the bottom of a shoe. That's got to be like 5 millimeters of rubber at least, maybe 8.
I mean, case in point, or long story short, this is gonna last for a long time. I will say the grip on it is probably my favorite grip since the Puma grip.
Which is high praise.
Yeah, it's very, very nice, I gotta say. As far as the actual ride of the shoe,
But see, that's where I think you get into the durability again. Like if the foam doesn't feel amazing from the start, it's not gonna degrade that much. And with this much rubber, you're going for a lot of miles.
It's not compressing. It's
already compressed.
Pretty much where it's at already. Yeah. I took this out of the box for a 10-mile run, which I was a little scared about because zero drop, going straight from like running 8mm shoes down to zero drop usually fires up my calves. but I actually felt fine afterwards.
You are not someone who's looking for a balanced cushioning solution, zero drop.
Yeah.
And you're not really looking for something to give you stability. So you're getting two things in this shoe that aren't necessarily things that you value.
True.
So it's kind of hard to say, hey, this is exactly where I'd go. So I think what we have to do in this review is say, if you're looking for these things,
Fair.
Is it giving you what you need?
Yeah, and I think if you are looking for like a pretty straightforward daily trainer with some support that's gonna last a long time, yes, this is definitely gonna work for you. Like, it does feel a bit firmer than a 28 millimeter stack height would suggest. I also felt like there's more room than I wanted to. Now I know like Altra typically has more room in the toe box. Some people I think like a lot, and I feel like Altra was tightening that up and now they're letting it loose again maybe.
If it's zero drop and it's 28 millimeter stack in the heel, what's the stack in the front?
I got this using my subtract, carry over, multiply. It's 28.
Oh,
Same.
that's awesome.
Just did that in my head.
Well, that part of the shoe I like because I hate math. So that really helps.
Yeah.
As far as weight
now
goes.
convert 8.4 ounces into grams without looking.
238 grams.
He looked.
Yeah, I just remember things.
Yeah. So for my size 7.5, which is equivalent to a women's 9, it is 8.4 ounces, 238 grams, which is for size 9, it's in that like 10 ounce range.
The quality
Or
of the
Altra.
shoe looks good. You got quality rubber, quality upper. It really does look like it's a good shoe. I think what's tough for us with Altra sometimes is, especially, I mean, you're talking about stability shoe. Neither one of us really go for stability.
Fair.
Neither one of us really go for a zero drop. It's hard sometimes to review a shoe like that and say, here's our preferences. We could say, hey, this shoe has all the things you would need if you need those things.
Yeah. And I do think it runs faster than it would suggest. It feels fairly lightweight. I think because maybe that firm feel makes it feel like you can push a little faster in it. Yeah, and the grip is very nice, I gotta say. So if you're looking for a good shoe for the rain, this would work quite well.
And this is one of the best looking Altras I've ever seen.
They really turned the tide as far as like the design goes. Because, you know, earlier Altras looked, I don't know,
Clownish?
clownish, yeah. But yeah, I like this colorway, it's nice.
So Robbie, what's this gonna set you back?
So this is $140, which in the stability shoe world, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, I think that's a decent price for a daily trainer. It's like right in there,
Yeah.
in the mix.
And again, it's gonna last you a long time,
Yeah,
for sure.
There's at least $140 worth of rubber on this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can scrape that up and cash it in for some, probably Bitcoin if you need to.
Yeah.
Squid coin.
If you have Fred Flintstone style feet, like Cocoa Pebbles, you're gonna love this shoe.
Or like your toes to go like that.
Yeah, you like the split grip as you're running through.
Yeah, pick it up.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, like this video, subscribe to our channel, please.
All the stuff.
Listen to our podcast.
So that's it. Get your provisions,
Yeah.
enjoy them. Talk to you later.
Peace. Is that even worth the money anymore? Squid Game coin?
Is
That
there a
was,
Squid Game
that was a
coin?
thing for for probably about 12 hours.
Yeah, no. You gotta stick to the major. Go with Bitcoin.
Bitcoin or Shiba coin.
Yeah. Buy a lot of it right now. Help
is-
my price go up.
Do we have to do that disclaimer where it's like, this is not investment advice, blah, 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 blah.
I think people know that we're not giving investment advice. Look at the back wall here.
Yeah, we're broke.